For today's mobility, we are going to be hitting the lower body. We're going to start on the right side, do a series of 3 exercises, and then we'll switch over to the left side. Video today is going to be around 10 minutes. So this will be a nice quick hit to get the body feeling good. All right, so we're going to come forward first on the right leg into our lizard pose. So you're going to start with the right leg forward. Hips are going to be square towards the front. We're going to step our hands in towards the inside of our right foot, and we're just going to hold here for 1 minute. Making sure we're taking nice deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Should be feeling this stretch in the front of your left hip here, so up the anterior chain on the left. And from here, if we need a little bit of a deeper stretch on the left, you can bring your hands up onto your knee, and you can really sink down into that left hip using the weight of your torso. So that's just an upper level option. From here, we're going to go down into our dragon pose. So back onto our hands, working onto our elbows. Just bringing those hips a little bit closer to the ground. Now we might start to feel this stretch a little bit more in the right hip as well. So we're getting nice and deep into that right hip. Again, making sure you're taking nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Another variation on this stretch to get a little bit deeper into that right hip would be walking the right foot out a little bit, coming onto the right outside edge of your right foot, and letting that right knee drop open, keeping those elbows down towards the ground. And if this is too intense for you, from here you can even come up onto those hands again and hang out here to feel that right hip open up a little bit more. From here, we're now going to transition into our Fragon. So we want to bring that right foot so that it's flat again. Come back up onto our hands. You're going to rotate the left leg so that it's coming towards your right leg. So from here, we should be in the center. You want to sit back in your hips here, so both hips are sending back, and you're walking your hands out in front. So you're going to feel this pretty intensely in the right hip. And again, making sure you're taking nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if we need to feel this a little bit deeper, we're going to come down to our elbows here. Always making sure that you're keeping that back nice and flat. We're not rounding through the upper body. Keeping the back nice and flat, shoulders are down and away from the ears. Good, and to come up out of this one, we're going to come back up onto the hands, unrotate that leg, come back to the front. We're going to step the right foot back so that it meets the left, and then we're going to switch to the other side. So now the left foot's going to come forward. We're going to start in that tall lizard here. Think of dropping that right hip towards the ground. And again, we can take this one up onto our left leg, pressing deeper into that right hip. We're going to transition down into our dragon now. So coming down onto our elbows on the inside of the left foot. And again, if this is too intense of a stretch, just staying up on those hands. And from here, we can walk that left foot out this time. Come on to the left outside edge of the left foot. Taking a few nice deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. From here, we can bring that left foot back flat. We're going to transition into our Fragon. So bending that right leg in towards the left, coming into the center of our two legs, sitting both hips back, walking those hands out. This stretch is going to become more intense as you sit those hips back further. So if this is too much, coming up more into a tripod position with that left hip externally rotated is going to be a great stretch for you as well. Or if you need it a little more intense, bringing those hips back towards your heel. And from here, if you need more of a stretch, you can come down onto those elbows, or you can stay up on your hands. Good, and coming back up onto those hands. You're gonna unrotate that right leg, bringing the left hands back center. We're gonna bring both legs back, walk our hands back, and we sit here, finishing off with a few nice deep breaths, making sure you're drinking lots of water.